They say heroes wear uniforms. Mine wore fur and had 4 legs. A few hours could have stolen my son from me forever. But that night something wild, loyal, and unstoppable stood between him and death. Snow was falling like a curtain over our small town. And when the storm came, it wasn't a man who saved him. It was our Labrador. Hi, my name is David. I'm 38 years old, and I live with my wife, Emily, and our 10-year-old son, Noah, in a small mountain town in Colorado. We have a yellow Labrador named Max, the kind of dog who greets every morning with a wagging tail and eyes full of devotion. Our winters are cold and long, but we're used to them. Noah rides the school bus every day, rain or shine or snow. And Max, he always waits by the window when the bus brings Noah home. That morning started like any other. Emily made pancakes while Noah packed his backpack. Max paced between the kitchen and the front door, eager for his morning goodbye. The air was crisp, the sky clear, though the weather forecast warned of a snowstorm later in the day. I didn't think much of it. I just kissed Noah's head, opened the front door, and walked him down to the bus stop. By late morning, the clouds had rolled in heavy and dark. The first snowflakes drifted down, light at first, then thicker, faster. Emily texted me from home. It's really coming down now. Still, the school didn't announce an early dismissal. I thought, they know these storms. They'll get the kids home safely. I had no idea how wrong I was. At 3:15, the bus pulled up to the stop near our house. The snow was coming in sideways, wind howling through the trees. Visibility was bad. You couldn't see more than a few yards ahead. Noah stepped down, clutching his backpack, and waved at the driver. That's when the bus pulled away, leaving him alone in a wall of white. And somewhere in that blizzard, he took the wrong turn. By 3:25, Noah should have been through the door. Emily looked at me, her face pale. He's not here. We checked the front yard. Nothing. The backyard. Empty. I called his name into the wind, but it swallowed my voice. My stomach twisted, the kind of fear you feel in your bones. I grabbed my coat and ran toward the road. The snow was already ankle-deep, and the wind stung my face. I scanned the road, looking for any sign of him. Emily called the neighbors, asking if they'd seen Noah. 2 of them came outside, flashlights in hand, despite the daylight. But the visibility was getting worse every minute. The storm was closing in fast. I pulled my phone out with shaking hands and called 911. The dispatcher's voice was calm but urgent. Stay put. Searchers are on the way. I couldn't just stay put. Noah was somewhere in this freezing whiteout. I kept walking, yelling his name, my breath clouding in the air. And then, I heard Max barking back at the house. Max's bark wasn't his usual, someone's walking by bark. It was sharp, frantic, insistent, the kind of sound that grabs your gut. I turned to see him pawing at the door, his body tense. Emily opened it, and before she could say a word, Max bolted past me into the snow. He lowered his head, nose to the ground, moving fast. Something in me said, follow him. I chased Max through the swirling snow. He moved like he had a map no one else could see, weaving between drifts. I could barely keep up, slipping on the ice. The wind roared, drowning out my voice when I called Noah's name. But Max never slowed down, his tail low, his ears pinned back, focused. He was on a mission. Max stopped suddenly, sniffing the ground. I saw faint footprints, small ones, already filling with snow. My heart pounded. They were headed deeper into the woods. We followed them for what felt like forever, my legs burning from the cold. And then, the tracks just disappeared under a fresh layer of snow. But Max didn't hesitate. He turned sharply and kept going. Through the white haze, I saw a shape on the ground. It was small, still, and terrifyingly familiar. Noah. I stumbled forward, falling to my knees beside him. His face was pale, lips tinged blue, eyes half closed. Before I could reach for him, Max was already there, pressing his warm body against Noah's chest. The dog lay over him like a shield against the cold. Max kept licking Noah's face, nudging him with his nose. I could hear my son's shallow breaths, each one a fragile thread of life. The cold bit into my skin, but Max stayed still, covering him completely. I wrapped my arms around them both, whispering, Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Somewhere in the distance, a siren wailed through the storm. Help was coming, but Max was the one keeping him here. Two figures emerged through the snow, bright jackets cutting through the white. They reached us fast, checking Noah's pulse and wrapping him in a thermal blanket. One of them looked at Max and shook his head in disbelief. "This dog saved your kid's life," he said. I already knew that. Max had bought us the precious minutes we needed. That night, Noah lay in his own bed, warm and safe. The doctor said another half hour in that cold could have been fatal. Emily sat on the edge of the bed, holding Noah's hand. Max curled at his feet, refusing to move. I sat in the doorway, just watching them. Every breath my son took felt like a gift. Word spread fast in our small town. The local paper ran a story. Labrador saves boy in snowstorm. Neighbors stopped by with treats for Max, patting his head, calling him a hero. He didn't care about the attention. He only cared about curling up beside Noah. And for me, he was more than a hero. He was family. Some heroes wear badges. Some drive fire trucks. Ours had 4 paws, a warm heart, and the instinct to protect what he loved. Max didn't just find my son. He gave me my whole world back. If this story touched your heart, you're not alone. At Loyal Voice, we bring you real, emotional tales that deserve to be heard. Like, comment, and subscribe for daily heart-touching stories. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next miracle.